What's up, Ghost fam? Nat! Hey, I know this is Pokemon Kev, but if you haven't heard or seen, it was teased and teased, but AJ Lee is back! Ah! I know, I did see that, Nat. I did see that, and trust me when I say that I am ecstatic for it. And I appreciate you bringing that news directly here to PokéGhost Town. Bringus McGee, hello. What's up, boo? It's good to see you, Lori. It's good to see all of you. I will say that I was attempting to make some coffee, so I am making coffee right now, but I didn't have any sugar. Everybody knows that I gotta be sweet, so the sugar is coming right now. So I'm probably gonna step away here in a second so that I can finish making my coffee. But aside from that, it is really good to see you all. I bet you did, and I'm gonna freak out watching it later. Alright, y'all. Give me 1 second. Just gonna stand up, finish getting my coffee ready, and I will be right back. No biscuits. I know, right? I told him. I said, get a biscuit. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Mixed tag team match event. I agree. I know it's not confirmed, but I can see it as well. If you think AJ Lee is going to show up with CM Punk at the top of his game and they are not going to do a collaboration mixed tag team, I fear you're sadly mistaken. Although I would see that she is commended highly for coming back at all, and I would hope that she would get back to her own persona and not try to ride CM Punk's coattails. Would be amazing. Dad was just at Target, and y'all, he just got me a promo I did not have. I know that the battle decks are kind of tough, but he's like, it's the only thing they had. And I said, I don't have a doubt. I know everything is kind of hard to get, but it does include a Victini, and it is a Black Star promo, of which I didn't have, so I did pick it up. Jess, hello. It's good to see you. Matt, I hope you're well. Lori, I hope you're well. Just gonna get that IC title. Ooh. Now, I'll agree with that. I hope she does, but only if that's not the only reason that she is back. Like, oh, they didn't have an IC title when I was in it. I'm gonna go back in it just to win the IC title, and then I'll never do anything. Let's just hope that's not the case. What's up, Catch 'em all, Kev? It's good to see you, man. I have a very interesting story to start. So as is tradition, finish the Rubik's Cube, I'm going to tell a story of humility, a story of helping, a story of chivalry, a story of knowing your limits. And just because you're 6'5" doesn't mean that you're Superman. Today started well. Woke up. I actually slept in today. It was kind of a nice day. Slept in, woke up, came out, started doing stuff. Mishins was streaming. Had a few streams from that. Rocket Scott suddenly popped up live on a Saturday, so got to see a bit of Rocket Scott. That was quite fun. Praying is have a bit of a smorgasbord. Just about ready. Gonna pick up a few items tomorrow from the card show and then send it out Monday, Brangus. You're a very kind individual. I hope you have an amazing time at the card show, man. I know that we had talked about things to look out for, but what are you looking out for, Emmanuel Moraes? What is your chase card? That is something I don't know if we've ever talked about. And I agree, Nat. I know it's not the only reason. I just want to see her prove it now. So I was sitting here, randomly enjoying my Saturday, and suddenly I heard a tapping on my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, rapping at my chamber door. "This it is, and nothing more." Johnny Nye, what's going on, fam? So I arose, I looked through the peephole, and wouldn't you know, I spied this little itty bitty thing. This little woman rapping at my chamber door. And I opened it, and I'm gonna be completely honest, she's very not confident, didn't really carry confidence, but she was willing to knock on a stranger's door to ask for help. And you all know me, peace, love, and Pokemon. I gotta offer help, but I'm gonna be honest and say that I was mildly irritated at that moment of like wanting to enjoy my Saturday, and she asked me if I would help her move a hutch. Okay, let me get my back brace, let me go down and help. And so I get dressed and I go down. Oh my god. One, this chest and this hutch is absolutely beautiful. Looks like it was crafted from the dwarves of Asgard. Very fine crafted, very heavy, very large. The thing was about two feet taller than I was, and I'm 6 foot, so 6'5". We were scared that we weren't going to be able to stand it up once we got it inside because it wouldn't fit through the door. But we had to get it from the parking lot, down some stairs, down a long way, and into the apartment. And Ninetales, I'm trying to finish out Ruler of the Black Flame. Ninetales, what? From Ruler of the Black Flame, or just from Ruler in the Black Flame? The one from CA Narahara. And so there was 3 other guys and myself, and I was scared. And I even told my dad, like, alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go throw my back out, I guess. And I wasn't planning on it, y'all. It was just a snide comment because I'm prone to back injury. And so he's like, let me come and help. And I'm like, no, I got it. You don't have to worry about coming and helping. And so I went down, and there's 3 of us, and this hutch is huge, and we get it out of the truck, and I'm like, all right, how do you want to do this? Do you have a dolly? He's like, I do have a dolly. And I'm like, all right, do you want to go and get it? And it happened to be one of the maintenance guys that works for the apartment complex, lucky enough. So we were able to get a dolly, and when we did, we put it under there, we got it up the curb, we pushed it all the way over, and then my apartment's set up kind of weird where if you want to get to the first floor, you have to go down a set of stairs. I know. So I was like, we're not making it down the stairs without going through the apartment window or the roof. So I think we should just drop it off the edge here and catch it on the other side and continue on. And upon some looking at it, we agreed that is going to be the best possible way to do it. So we did, and everything was going well. We got it up on end, and we pushed it all the way to their apartment. We then had to deduce how we were going to get it in, and that was the first time that I had mentioned, like, hey y'all, I don't know if we're going to be able to like flip it up and stand it up. It's too tall. So we measured, and sure enough, it was too tall to pit up. The spin point was too great. So this gentleman we had working with us, he was like, hey y'all, let's just try it. What's going on here? Wait a minute, why did that happen? Let's just try it, and that way if anybody asks, we can't really say that we didn't try. I'm like, alright, let's try and stand it up. At worst, it's going to put a 4-inch gash in the ceiling from the corner. We can do it. And so we're all like, alright, let's try and show this kid why it won't work. And sure as hell, I don't know why, but it worked. And I was like, dude, thank you for having faith and pushing us to do that. Because we were about ready to tear it all apart and start all this other crazy stuff. So we got it stood up. But we had it laying down, and the bottom was facing the door. They said, we just got to walk it in, and there was a nice little lip on the bottom. So here comes Kev, and I grip it here, and I put my shoulder underneath it, and I lift the whole thing up. And I walk it inside. And we get inside, and they're like, hang on a second. And I'm like, alright, I got it. And I did not, in fact, got it. I could feel my back shift in 2 places. And I dropped. Luckily, I didn't drop the thing. I just dropped my knee. And I was able to stand. I'm okay. I can feel immense pressure in my back, and it hurts a lot. But we were able to do it. They were very thankful for that. But I just wanted to let y'all know, not feeling the greatest. And always understand your limits. Like, if you feel that you truly should not be doing something, never be afraid to say, not right now. But even sitting here a little bit injured, I can tell you that I'm very grateful that I did it. I just don't know why yet. Creating collection of Ninetales. I have 2 cards left for Ruby Black Flame, both Charizard. Okay, I got you. You know, I don't know if I have a Charizard EX. I know I have a gold Charizard that has that hairline fracture in the back of it. Down under! Thanks for popping in, man. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. And I will, Matt. Right now, I'm good. Just kind of chilling. But I will remember to take some back breaks. And honestly, I don't even know how long I'm going to be able to sit here like this. So we're going to go as long as we can, y'all. The one thing I'm going to promise you is I'm not going to go longer than I can. So I'm not going to push it to go longer just because I feel I need to. The Golden Polion. This is from Plasma Freeze. Number 117 of 116. I think this card just went over $100 or $200. We're going to visit the parents in November. We'll come by and say hi. They're in town with you. Excellent. I would love that, Matt. I would love if you dropped in and got some coffee or something. There we go. Oh, I forgot I was doing this one-handed. That was the trick. I didn't tell you I was doing it one-handed, but we're going to do it one-handed. This one here. Yep, me neither. I saw that and I was like, this is special. And that was the first time I've seen a secret rare gold card. And so I just held on to it, and it was like stagnant at like $80 for years. And then suddenly, and so I think the black and white series is finally getting the respect it deserves. Caradox Rift, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It is good to see you. Alright, so if I look a little weird or awkward, or if you see me squirming, I'm just trying to get comfortable, y'all. And that's just I just try to be a good person. And it takes $0 to do that, y'all. And I had the ability to help. And I could have been safer about it. I could have made sure that I was lifting properly. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. And even now, sitting injured, I'm glad that I did it. Because that just showed that I put myself after everybody else. And I want to thank my dad as well, PokéGhost. Some weird way, in his own weird way, he inspired me to do it. Friend and their family are playing Roblox for a minute. Excellent. Dax all day. That must have been fun, man. Did you guys get in anything else? Alright. Push. What's up, WTF? So, something else that I didn't realize we would have to get into tonight, as I was running the pupper down, I was like, you know what, let me go and check the mail. And I actually have 2 bits of mail to open. And one bit of mail is from ALB Trading. The other bit of mail was from Little Cubone. And honestly, I don't remember winning anything from Little Cubone, so I'm very excited to see what's inside. Midnight Meal Time, PB and Honey. Let's go. Awesome to hear, Jess. I get to go see my girl in 18 days. Hey, let's go, Jess. That's amazing. Hope you guys have a great time. All I'm doing is swapping corners around until one matches. Like that one there. And again. Alright. There we go. We flip. Did I just mess up? I hope I didn't just mess up. I think I messed it up. I might just solve it two-handed. Oh my god, yeah, this is so messed up. I know, WTF. And clearly that is a good lesson in failure right there. So let me get this back. Put that here, let's put this here. Let's put this here. No. Let's go this way. And then the last one is here. That's that. Alright, from this side only. And there. And there. This one. Back there. And of course it is. There we go. Let's see. that. This here. This here, that. And then we bop, 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 bop. What's going on, Mishins? How are you doing tonight? Only you have permission to call me that, and I hope that doesn't stick. But it is quite cute, and it was an amazing stream this morning, Mishins. I was so happy I was able to grab some of it. How are you doing tonight, Bam? How was your, or I should say good morning. There we go. Hello, Mishins. What's up, Ernie? Ernie? What's up, Ernie? What's up, Stafford? How you doing? I'm still ecstatic. Oh yeah, that was a really that was a really good stream. All the peanut butter I eat before the sandwich gets. Oh yeah, that happens. That happens. Oh, Yavatal, no. Still having trouble with the stand, y'all. I will say that kind of takes it down a point for me. I'm not going to refrain from buying others with stands, but yeah, that kind of takes a point away from Yavatal over the others that we built. Just chill there for a minute, fam. Fainted! It was super effective. BRB. Yeah, congrats on 500 Mishins, for real, man. That was an awesome accomplishment. So we do have some mail. Headed off, fighting something, and have a fever. No, feel better, Jess. I hope you feel better. All right, we do have some mail from Mr. ALB Trading, which we will keep on hand in case he happens to pop in. I didn't have it before I scheduled the live, so wasn't able to throw it in there or tag anybody. But let's see what we got from Mr. ALB. This is a lot more than I remember winning. It's starting out with a beautiful Soglieo. Yeah, for sure. Feel better. Alright. Let me just thumb through right quick. Alright. Not sure where one of these came from. But we do have this Soglieo EX from Sun and Moon. Absolutely gorgeous. Scramble Switch. This is from Crown Zenith. That's one I think I need, absolutely. What is this? We're going to look closer at that in a second. I missed this one. The Hatterene V from Crown Zenith. Also Binder Love for sure. Appreciate that. We're going to look at that in full detail here in a second. You know I love my masks. We got the Corner Mask Ogrepon EX from Prismatic. Paldean Fates. Yo, no shot. Pidgeot from Paldean Fates. Full art. Shiny. I'll have to take a look and see if I do have this. If I do, I'll be putting this in its slot. And I'm going to give away the other one. Bro, how do you have the face cam and full screen on the other side with Streamlabs? I can't figure. Well, honestly, man, I'm running everything from my phone. So I'm running from the Streamlabs app. And my phone being the Galaxy S24 actually has dual camera where I can run my back camera and front camera at the same time. That's how I do it. So you can set up the scene where you have one camera one way, one camera the other way. What's up, Antalgic? It's good to see you. Ernie. Scramble Switch had 2 cards in it. Scramble Switch had... Oh, did it? Oh, yep, you caught it. You caught it. It was the Hatterene. It was stuck to it, Ernie. Let me see if there's another one in there. Damn, Ernie, I think you're right. Give me a second. I'll go through all these penny sleeves. And then the Magnezone level 53. Promo, Black Star. Absolutely gorgeous. Sitting here with an old S21. Well, this is how I roll. I have an S24 because my last one was an S9. And I had that for years and years and years. So when I upgraded, I'll probably have this till the S99 comes out. So S25, then you should be able to do it, Kev. If you download the Streamlabs app, you should be able to add a scene. And when you add a feature to the scene, it will be your camera, and then it will ask you if you want it the front or back. Ernie has an S20. His videos look amazing. I think I made my coffee too strong. Alright, let me see here. So there's just one in the Pidgeot. We're going to see about that. Let's look at this a little closer. Because this is Nintendo Game Freak. Like, this is a piece of history. Al, what are you doing, man? Especially being Gengar. Alright, so what we see here, it might be fake, and I don't even care. But it says Monster Collection in the background here. And on the bottom it says exchanged from red version, Gengar. This is an original Gengar. This is him standing on Sabrina's Gengar card. That's him. The back, however, has some awesome graphics. I'm going to have to see if Halion can help me with some of what it says. But they got the original sprite. Like, this is incredible. I've never owned something like this. 1996. Yo, like, I'm taken aback at this. That is incredible. Copy that. I'm trying to stream gameplay and have a facecam on my laptop. Gotcha. You should be able to do that, absolutely. Because when I stream my gaming streams from my Xbox, what I have to do is I actually have to do a screen, what's it called, remote play from the Xbox to my phone. And then Streamlabs has a scene where you can share a single app or your whole phone screen. And if I share a single app, I can share the remote play app, and I can play remotely from my phone, Xbox, and then I put my face over it. So on Fridays and Sundays when I do my gaming late night streams, that's the setup that you'll see. Alright, Ernie, let's see how your premonition pays off here. Oh no, there was 2 cards. It looks like 2. But there's only 1. That freaks me out a little bit. It looked like there was 2 pressed against each other, but it's only 1. I almost made a bad mistake. That's from Surging Sparks, is what that's from. Why did I say it was from Crown Zenith? Probably because this was right behind it. Which makes me feel better, because I didn't know there was Ace-Specs in Crown Zenith. No worries at all. You can always hit me on Discord as well, Kev, if you ever need guidance or help with anything, man. I'm always around to lend an ear or offer some guidance. Al, super appreciate you, brother. All of these will come in mega handy in what we decide to do here. And this might be the crown of today. I am going to look. Can I look right now? I can. Yeah, that's an incredible Gengar. I'm gonna have to do some research on that for sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's the one that was behind it, so it was the Hatterene. It was this one, yeah. Still, you called it, because I missed the Hatterene at first. Crown Zenith. I'm excited to fill out my Crown Zenith binder a little bit. But I do want to look right quick. This is Obsidian Flames. This isn't Paldean Fates. This is the wrong binder. And for the record, that's probably the first time I've done that in a long time. Alien Earth, it's gonna happen after this, brother. I got caught up at the last second. Funny story, and I plan on telling you later. Just letting you know. But, for the community, Ghost Fam, has anybody watched Alien Earth? Catch them all, Kev. I appreciate that, Lori. Ooh. Not only that, but he gave me binder love. Yeah, I can't thank him enough. Paldean Fates. So, funny story. Paldean Fates. I'll find something else, y'all. We'll give away one card today, that I promise you. But, Paldean Fates, and I don't know if this is a story I've said out loud since November of last year. But Paldean Fates is what sparked me. It's what sparked me to get back into collecting. Having Mimikyu on the outside of an ETB, I wanted to buy it. And so I just went all in with Paldean Fates with the mindset that this is going to be the next and first set that I ever master completely. And then I realized exactly the undertaking that I set out for with 113 baby shinies, and yeah, so that didn't really happen too well. So as the lifetime continues, I'm acquiring these baby shinies, and so this actually means a lot. So I won't be giving this one away, but I'll be finding something to give away tonight for sure. So Al, bottom of my heart, super appreciate you. Plus this Magnezone, man, this Black Star promo, like, that's some amazing artwork done by Kokomaru Minu. It evolved from exposure to a special magnetic field. 3 units generate magnetism. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And this one was from Surging Sparks, which I also am working on. So that was a nice little surprise. I was not expecting to also have mail to open tonight with y'all. But I'll hold these close at hand in case he happens to pop in. But that Gengar, you know what? That Gengar I think has to be our centerpiece for the night. That's what I think. Yep, that Gengar is going to be our centerpiece for the night. I might have to get that Kev off his face real quick. Yo, even holding this card, like, this is incredible. Alright, let's get down. We're going to get a new sleeve. Yep. There we go. Brand new penny sleeve, and I've got no problem with you chilling back in a top loader. But I think we've selected our centerpiece for the night. And this Gengar is it. Come on, Mimikyu. I'm tired. Feeling up to the live stream tonight. I do too. I do too. Not to say I can hang out the whole time like I normally do. But it would still be nice to hang out for a little bit. It was nice to see Rocket Scott earlier. What do you say, Aaron? Alright, now this one I'm going to open on this side real quick. If you all remember, Lil Cubone was actually the winner for the 600 subscriber giveaway, which I was giving away the Gold Star Greninja promo from Celebrations ETB. And he received that. And I received something in the mail from him, and I don't remember winning anything or buying anything, so this is going to be very curious. Oh man. Alright, so a little handwritten note, and it says, Kev, thank you for the giveaway. Wanted to send something back for you and your channel. Keep up the good stuff, LC. And man, he threw a little Cubone. That's really cool. So shout out to little Cubone. Mike Zards, how you doing, fam? It's good to see you, brother. And let's see what's in here. It says for me and the channel. So we'll see what we can, what we're keeping, what we're giving away. Oh, these are too cool. Too cool, these are. Yo, let's go. Alright, hands down, I'm keeping one of these for sure as my little memento. And everybody, if you see Lil Cubone in passing, please give him a big thank you. Because Lil Cubone just gifted PokéGhost Town. Look at that. It seems to be a recreation of the original card. And he made sure to send enough for all of you as well. Some of them are non-hollow, but some of them are hollow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to package these up in top loaders here. And yeah, we're going to give one away tonight. But I figured we'll give one away every single week. How about that? How about that? In fact, we might do the giveaway based on maybe showing some comment love to Lil Cubone for hooking us up with some personalized Cubone cards. Very nice indeed. And I am working on the mail, y'all. Admittedly, work, like my 9 to 5, is getting a little demanding. And I don't mean like mentally demanding, I mean like after work there's not much I want to do but just sit and chill and think about nothing. So I've been slacking a little bit. I apologize, but I promise I'm going to get it all done this weekend and have a plan to get it all out in the next week or two. So I'm hoping whoever wins this one tonight actually has a bag ready to go, because I'd like you to get this sooner than later. One more. Those are great. You have the non-hollow, excellent. That would be great if you could find a video or short for a little bit later. We will, yeah, we'll do that for sure. If you want to find a video or short, or if he has a giveaway or anything like that, we can absolutely. But this was very thoughtful. And I'm very, very thankful, Lil Cubone. These are honestly a card that I've wanted for a long time. I've saw them from your channel. And, ooh. Well, I didn't realize that one was signed. Might have to keep that one. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it should be in there, Bringus. If you want to catch them all, it should be exclamation point Cubone. Yeah, there you go, Ernie. That's Lil Cubone's channel right there. I'm gonna just swap this out, y'all. I gotta be a little selfish. I didn't realize he signed the back of this one here, so this is the one I will hold on to. And what's really, really unique about it, did I not notice that? Oh, I guess they all have them, which is kind of cool. But this, they also have, it's a promo, first edition, jungle. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful card right there. Let's load them up. Ryan Tran. How you doing tonight, brother? it's good to see you. We just opened some mail from Little Cubone, who gifted us a bunch of his Cubone promo first edition jungle cards to give away. So we're going to do exactly that tonight. We're going to give one of these away. We're probably going to give one away every week. And then we'll hold on. We'll make these last a little bit, but Little Cubone, super appreciate your contributions. Didn't even realize some of the backs look a little different. Kind of have the design sans the ball. Still super cool. How cool would that be if I could make that a card holder? It'll never work, but that would be cool. So yeah, super appreciate that. Little Cubone, ALB for the mail. Really appreciate that. And this Gengar, my god. There we go. So that's what's on the table here. We will give away. No videos with giveaways tied to it. That's alright. If we just want to get a random short or a random video, we can do it that way too, boo. And I appreciate all your help. Alright. Now we're going to appreciate some art in this battle deck so I can dig out my Victini artwork. And then we'll also have another deck for Nate to choose, if he chooses the Victini battle deck. Which are very clever, but if y'all ever needed it, these are pretty much pre-made decks, and they'll tell you everything that they have in the box right here. So you can kind of see, like, it is a good starter deck. They have some good trainer cards if you're familiar with those trainer cards. The 16 basic energies. Cyclizar for some reason. Victini! I miss Bro Rips. Bro, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well, brother. Let's get in here. Pull out our nice little pre-made battle decks here. With our nice EX coin, which this one is teal. The other ones were like silver black, which I prefer truly, but this looks really nice. Yeah, the other ones were silver, but this looks really nice. But I'm curious why green for Victini. Yavelto! We've talked about this. Came to our video chat on Thursday night with the channel to say hey. It was nice, yeah. He was here on Thursday, and that was kind of nice. He was just hanging out. Alright. Alright, Tolly. Thank you. Oh. I guess these were designed to never be touched. I'm at now, yeah, right? I'm about ready to super glue him to a stand is what I'm about to do. If it's all painted, super effective. I know he's going to be live streaming Monday, and everybody go sub up to Rocket Scott. He is going to be streaming on Monday, and he's going to be doing his 4,000 sub giveaway, which is going to be for the Blastoise base set holographic, and he's going to be doing that on Monday. sadly, I have to work on Monday, and normally he starts right about I'm about to start work, so I'll try and be there as much as I can, but work does require a certain amount of attention, so. Alright, do I have any Codys out there? There you go, I have a Victini EX Battle Deck. Alright. We have our Victini. By Saki Hayashiro. The Victory Pokemon. And you know, it's funny, Ernie, because in the instruction booklet, I feel like it was meant to snap on. Like, all the graphics indicate that it was supposed to snap on. And yet, it doesn't. So I don't know if the pieces are just weird or if it's just meant to be snug in there. So I have it as snug as I can. There we go. Nice little addition to the promo binder. But as we all know, here in PokéGhost Town, Kev the PokéGhost will always appreciate the art. So let's go through the cards that came with the battle deck. And appreciate the art. EDF, how is it going? Gorilla Glue it. That's a good idea, Kev. I actually have Gorilla Tape. Stretch time, almost. Almost, I promise. We'll go through this, I'll take a stretch, and then we'll come back and we'll get into some other art. Beyond the Stars. I like that. So, of course, you're going to find 16 energy cards, which I'm not mad at. You can always use energy cards, but at the same time, if these are meant to be used as battle decks, then you're going to want to keep your energies in there. Comerito. Hey, Ernesto. How you doing tonight, EDF? Alright, let's see. We have Skeledirge by Nagimiso. Skeledirge's gentle singing soothes the souls of all that hear it. It burns its enemies to a crisp with flames of over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me know, ring in the chat. Are you a fan of Skeledirge for all reasons? I do like Skeledirge. No, it is not because he is a ghost type. I just think he looks quite primal. Kind of like a alligator or crocodile you wouldn't want to mess with. Looks a lot more threatening than this guy. I'm doing alright as well, man. I told the story when we started. I'll tell the quicker story. This is Satoshi Agira, or Ariga, sorry. Chasing a berry. That's what I look like when I'm hungry and eating. But I had a knock on the door. I agree. Had a knock on the door, and one of my neighbors asked if I would help him move a hutch. And this hutch was massive, probably weighed in well over 1,000 pounds. And there was 4 of us moving it, and during the struggle of it all, I threw my back out, and my upper back is kind of hurting a little bit, so I'm going to try and go as long as I can, but I will be sure to stretch it out. Have a beautiful rest of your night, Brangus. I super appreciate you, fam. Thanks for everything you do, and I hope you're feeling alright. Got the Fuecoco from Paldea Evolved. We adored that card. By Kogamaru Amino. Got the Magmortar by Hasuno. Living in the crater of a volcano, it's caused this Pokemon's body to resemble its environment. It has an organ similar to a magma chamber. Yeah, I'm trying, EDF. I am trying, but I am so close to that hours mark. I just feel like there's nothing I can do to stop now. I think I'm about 320 hours away from hitting that 3,000. Not only that, y'all, but I believe we are officially about 15 away from hitting 700. So, super appreciate you all. Alright, Yellowtall, you get to just sleep for now. That's what you get to do. So, super appreciate you all coming in. So I appreciate that, man. As well as I am happy for you and all that you've accomplished in the short amount of time. Miki Kudo. I do lurk in your streams a whole lot, EDF, and just to kind of hang out. I see what you're doing, man. And keep doing it. Mortar and the Electivire are somehow homies through card lore? I agree. I think that's one of the greatest bits of lore. Yo, look at this Paldean Tauros. I mean, it was done by Akira Igawa, so let's remember that. But this looks like a painting that I would want, like, hanging above my fireplace. That's what I would want. No way we didn't have an EDF command. I bet it was Deadpool. Sick art for sure. There's our Cyclizar. Could have been a worse art. By Ryoto Moriyama. Ryota. We had the Deadpool and that was... Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense when you updated name. Sorry, fam. I thought we had that updated. That's my bad. But I love that too, especially the Buddies card. It was done by them. Wicked Fireball, right? HGD come in more often. We'd have got it earlier. If he'd have come in more often. Matt decided to wake up eating green eggs and shade. No. We get busy. I know, life happens. Life happens, and I could definitely be a lot more present in a lot more streams too lately. Youngster. For some reason wears a yellow shirt with a bowl on it. Hitoshi Origa. And Ghidorah. Rika is a weird one. Powerful, but odd. Okay, that in there. Are the rest of these trainers? Got Nimona, Jacques, and the Great Ball. Energy, Nest Ball, Crocodile, Magmar, the Switch, the Magmortar. Go. Another Skeletor. Yeah, this is a pretty good deck. I mean, it's a good starter deck for sure. And then with the Victini EX being a basic, it really amps it up. That's backwards. Alright. Why I'm sorting them? I don't know. Creature's habit, I guess. Do you think that they're pumping so many cards out now that they just use AI? That's a good question, Kev, and what I'm gonna say is, from my heart, I hope not. Because without artists, there can be no artist appreciation. Now, the one thing I will not stand for is them continuing to make art with AI and continuing to put real people on the card as credited for the illustration. I don't believe they would do that, but that's something I just will not stand for. But I really hope there always remains a human element, because you can show me the baddest AI picture of Charizard fighting Venusaur, and still somebody with a mind and conscience can sit down and create something even more powerful than something that can wow you. And when you can be wowed, that's fine, but when you can be impressed, that's art. And that's just me. They better pay the artists. That's what they're there for. But they outsource a lot too, and that's where you get 5-band graphics. They're a team within the Pokemon Illustrator web, but they're still 5-band graphics. But yeah, I hope so too. And what I'm going to do is make sure that nobody forgets that, Kev. So on top of the series that I'm doing for artist appreciation, I think it's time that, like I tell you all about the Pokemon, I think it's time to tell you all a little bit about the artists themselves. And through the research that I can do, maybe I'll be able to do some voiceovers and teach you a little bit about the artists and how they started and where they came from. And hope I don't step on any toes or make Pokemon come for me. And what I do plan to do is I plan on doing a little bit of work tonight on the channel. It's such an impressive art. Like, Tauros don't look like that. That's how Tauros should look. Exactly, Matt. Now, the hard part there is when I feature a Pokemon, I want to feature every artwork on every card that they've been featured on. If I do the artist, I would want to do that too. But being in the artist appreciation game for so long, I can tell you that a lot of these artists have 40, 50, 70. Tomokazu Kamiya has over 1,000 illustrated cards in the game. Or, I'm sorry, Mitsuhiro Orita. Or Tomokazu has over 100. So it's really, really hard to kind of feature every card. So I have to feature probably the ones that mean the most. PokéGirl Jessie. It is good to see you. Hi and good night again. Going to bed. I hope you're feeling well, by the way. I hope you're feeling okay. Couple of elusive art coming out there in the Pokemon artist community. There are a couple of elusive artists out there in the play. Are there? I'd love to see more meet and greets at conventions with the artists, and they don't seem to happen very often. And yeah, that's true. At least I haven't seen. But at the same time, I haven't looked. So if you do by chance happen to find something like that, you know, spread the word for sure, because that's something I would make a trip for. Here's to a fun Sunday indeed. But more importantly, I hope you are staying healthy and well, my friend. And Matty G, I hope he's doing well as well. And getting over it. Sorry, I've been popping in and leaving. I'm going okay, Matty's doing much better. Excellent. I plan on streaming tomorrow. Then I will plan on being there for it. That I can promise you, but something tells me that you already knew that. And yes, I hope you did have a good Sunday. I'm just packing up this deck here. This will be really fun. I'm going to leave the promo in there for now, as that was how the deck was meant to be played. And we'll see how Nate the PokéGhost fares. If he wants to choose Darkness, Steel, or Fire for his battle with his old man. And maybe using these decks, we can then work on a couple streams where we build decks using what we have. If y'all would be interested in that. Like that, got that. We miss you more. That is for sure. Alright. Let's see, just about an hour in. Got some coffee. Alright. Let's see. I don't know not to have fun. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your night as well. Sleep well. Sleep well indeed. Alright, let's bust into something here. But I think what I want to do is take a look. And Lori, I'm just curious. I know that we were looking for little Cubone, and then I forgot. Did we happen to find any shorts or anything like that? I didn't want to go looking if you already had one planned. Yeah, excellent. So if you could go ahead and drop that, I would appreciate it. And what we'll do is we'll give some time to go comment, like, subscribe to Little Cubone. And then we'll run a comment picker on Little Cubone's video that Lori so graciously selected. And the winner of that comment selector will win this Cubone full art first edition jungle card. Which I believe is a custom made card, y'all, so I don't want to pass that off as a real card. I'm happy Rocket Scott's back too. And while we do that, we're going to look at Next Destinies, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. I feel like we just did that, though. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's do Furious Fists. Do you have any black and white fans? Let me see if this is it. Absolutely. There you go. So everybody, Lori's posting a link. Go ahead and head on over to Little Cubone. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. That is all you have to do. Send a little PokéGhost love his way. And a little thank you for the cards that he had sent. And I think we're going to keep that theme. And every time we give away one of these cards, we're going to look at Little Cubone's channel. See about giving it away. Appreciate you, boo. Head over there. I'm going to head over there myself. I'm just pulling out some cards so that we can appreciate some of the art. Maybe get some ideas on our next artist appreciation, which I do have 2 in the wings right now. Yes, I've been lazy. No, I'm not sorry about it. But I will get those done. I'm feeling motivated. Plus, with my back the way it is, I got to kind of be careful, so... Ooh. Hey, found some connecting artworks too. Alright, I like that. By the way, there is a connection that I did want to see about, so we might go through our Fusion Strike bulk real quick, because I think I found another connecting art that I want to share with y'all. And as we were on Mishin's stream, we were opening, I believe it was Eevee Heroes, and I realized that the Polisand, or not the Polisand, what is it? The Sandygast is sitting on the beach, but if you look at the Mudkip, he's swimming in the ocean, and on the shore you can actually see the Sandygast. Radio midstream raid. What's going on, Radio? Rafa, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, brother. Everybody, Lori posted a link not too long ago. If you want to jump into that giveaway real quick, just go leave a comment, like, subscribe to Little Cubone. We are giving away this Cubone full art custom card by Little Cubone. It is a first edition jungle 2024 Little Cubone card. He went ahead and sent us a package with a few of those to give away. Is Radio streaming? I didn't even see Radio on. I appreciate you, Lori. Thank you. And we're going to go through some of this, so we'll go through the stack, y'all. Appreciate some art, and then we'll run that giveaway here. We'll give y'all a little bit of time to get in. Kanako Eel. Bellsprout. Even though its body is extremely skinny, It is blindingly fast when catching its prey. Yeah, he's on the other screen. That makes sense. Been streaming all day. Man, I guess I've just been a little bit out of it. Weeping Bell by Mitsu. The leafy parts act as cutters for slashing foes. It spits a fluid that dissolves everything. Everything. 8 hours now. That's amazing. That's amazing. Commend you highly for it. This is by Kyako Yumamoto. It prefers damp places. By day, it remains still in the forest shade. It releases toxic powder from its head. Why would anybody want to own that in their home? I was looking at Raiders chat earlier. Always stop in and drop a like and see what he's creating. Yeah, he's definitely an incredible artist for sure. Radio Hobbies actually painted this right here. Let's flip. This little Mimikyu artwork right here for me. It was all radio. And one of my favorite artworks today. Okay, I was looking when you saying you hurt. I hope it's not bad. It was real bad. Actually, I'm quite concerned. I'm still holding strong, but tomorrow I'm kind of fearing. But I promise you I'll be alright. We do have the Leafeon, who looks incredibly skinny. His neck looks a little long, but I certainly do like this Neo Kimura art. When you see Leafeon asleep in a patch of sunshine, you'll know it's using photosynthesis to produce clean air. Isn't there a sleeping Leafeon in the Pika set? The Gem set? He gets mad, then all of a sudden you're at a different reality for like 12 hours. Excellent. Shelmet. This has to be Sui. Sui. When it and Carablast are together and both receive electrical stimulation, they both evolve. What? When it and Carablast are together and both receive electrical stimulation, they both evolve. What? Does that make sense to anybody else? So anytime a Shelmet and a Carablast are together and get struck by lightning, they'll evolve? Doesn't that seem dangerous? That's weird. That's weird to me. Got the Action Jump Magmar. This was lovingly drawn by Mahao. Found near the mouth of a volcano, this fire breather's body temperature is nearly 2200 degrees Fahrenheit. Wonder if there's some lore in the games to evolve them that way, right? Now I'm trying to think, because I don't think Carablast or Shelmet was in Scarlet and Violet in the Unova region. Or Paldea, Unova. Man, where's my mind? I'm good, lurking, trying to get some ideas to draw. No worries at all. I wonder if there's someone. I'm curious about that now, Kev. I'm going to have to look into it. Torchic. And I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but one of the greatest fire starters of all time, right here, Torchic. Some other legacy cards are ridiculously playable when using the expanded deck in basic boat. Yeah. In fact, they actually discontinued a lot of cards from the Pokemon TCG Online. This is Sanosuke Sukuma. It has flame sac inside its belly that perpetually burns. Feels warm if it's hugged. Don't we all, though? Don't we all feel warm when it's hugged? So when I logged into TCG Online, like 7 years ago, and they were like, we're sorry, any cards that you had in your collection that was pre-2005, we got rid of them. You can't use them in play anymore, so there's no need for you to have them in game. And they do that quite a bit, which is why when people are asking, sometimes you'll see down here it'll say F, a grade F next to it. That's so that they can discontinue cards by number instead of going through each set. There we go. But Poliwhirl. Kanako Eo, it can live in or out of water. When out of water, it consistently sweats to keep its body slimy. Gross. Yeah, I have to run a legacy deck. I never finished getting all the cards from my deck when they're yep. There's a lot more coin flipping in the older two. Yeah, there is. I think the coin flipping dynamic in Pocket is a little broken. Because, I mean, I've been fighting Misty's Determination, and they'll get like 12 heads in a row. Like, that's ever feasible or possible. Possible, I guess, is not plausible. Atsuko Nishida. Whenever 3 or more of these get together, they sing in a loud voice that sounds like bellowing. Huh, Green Frog. Who ever heard of a Green Frog? That's weird. Politoed. Cubchoo by Kurisaki. Its nose is always running. It sniffs the snot back up because the mucus provides a raw material for its moves. When they update Pokemon TCG Online to Pokemon TCG Live, I lost all the cards I had from X and Y and Black and White. Had to get, yep, me too. Exactly like that, Kev. And I was like, no. You took away all my best decks. You took away every ace that I had. Cool, my books along with Cubby. Yeah, Politoad's pretty cool. Killer and Pie, yeah, I bet, Ernie. Celebi is nothing to be trifled with. We got the Clauncher, which this looks like a very much a photograph, like a picture, and then they superimposed Clauncher into it. 5-band graphics, so I guess they could, but they could very well easily make the background from 3D rendering. When Fuecoco is covered in snow, it looks like Cubchoo. I think I'd have to see it. And they got rid of the amazing trading element they had with the old one, right? I remember being able to keep my packs unopened and trade my unopened packs for stuff. And they got rid of that, I think. But yeah, I missed the trade dynamic as well. You could just throw it on the board, and then one day you'll come and, no, someone took the trade. Amora. You don't see too many cards with that. The water does look cool, Stafford. You're not wrong. That's why I thought it took me a second to kind of see if it was an actual photo or if it could very well be done with 3D render. We've got the Amora. This ancient Pokemon was restored from part of its body that had been frozen in ice for over 100 million years. Okay, come on. Didn't lose any. I created my profile years ago. Try playing the expanded version. Okay, I'll look into it, Rafa. Kind of took the trade element out of the TCG altogether. I don't get... Yeah, that was kind of a big portion of it. And you think that that crap would have exploded during the quarantine. We got the Peekabutt. But check this out, y'all. If you didn't know, now you know. Actually got some connecting artworks here from Sanosuke Sukuma. As long as you're using the same profile. That's good to know. Because I had quite a bit. And then they wouldn't let me play with them. I wouldn't even mind if they're like, you just can't have them in any decks. You can still hold on to them though. I would be okay with that too, but it was just so much work that was just gone because somebody updated it. Got the Electabuzz. Everybody scroll back. There is a link that Lori posted for Little Cubone. We're going to run that comment picker here in just a second. after we get through this art stack, and then we'll see where we go from there. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. My dog is dreaming right now. Hey, you okay? Sounded like she was having a bad one. Planeta. Both not by current or expired. Got it. Got it. Be good to know to see which ones were filtered or expired. Mine, got the main Fu cameo in the background. Or the main Xiao. Kiriko Miyama. Same profile until you expanded. Those cards are not there. I've had the profile since like 2015. Ah, man. It was encouraging and discouraging all at the same time, that thread. And then Dedenne. Its whiskers serve as antennae. By sending and receiving electrical waves, it can communicate with others over vast distances. Alright. By the way, we are going through the set Furious Fists. I believe that's from X and Y. Alright. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just gonna lean back for a second. Truly unsure how long I'll be able to keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly. And I think that's what happened, Kev. I think that a lot of the old cards, either one, couldn't keep up with the new crap that they're putting out, so they made them obsolete. Or two, they were so broken that they were almost unfair in battle. And it kind of took away the fun element. But it could just be a classic out with the old, in with the new mentality from the creators. It's totally possible. Alright, what don't I need? Let's get rid of the Song of Seven Senses. Alright. Poem time. Before I get rid of this poem here, I don't think it's one I ever read. It is called The Song of Seven Senses by Don Blanding. With seven flowery chains we too are held, with seven strands of sensuous delight, together through its madly wondrous night. I love my bonds, more firmly will I wield each fragile link into another chain. If it breaks, I'll fasten it again. The sight of you is gladness to my eyes. The fragrance of your hair is on my hands. Your lips, their constant touch my mouth demands. I crave to hear the yielding of your sighs, to taste the wine of passion thrice distilled from ecstasy before the cup is spilled. And that sixth sense, which tells that God is near, will warn us of their envy. Our defense will be the last delightful seventh sense. Gay nonsense as a mask to hide our fears, and if we tire of our flowery strands, dear, let us lose them with our friendly hands. Well, that got deep real quick, didn't it? Alright, let's run a comment picker. No reason to take away what people paid money over periods. Yes, I agree. I agree. Battle expanded, go against team-up cards. They're overpowered. Yes. Oh my god, yes. And I think that's why I slowly fell away from Pocket as well, because it really takes... I understand streamlining the game to make it a little bit more playable for everybody in our busy lifestyles, but to guarantee an energy every single time it's your turn is unrealistic in the game that is Pokemon and what it was meant to be. Right, comment. YouTube. 2. Yep, you make a really good point, Kev. You make a really good point. Alright, y'all, if you haven't already, go ahead and scroll back. Lori was posting a link for Little Cubone if you want to go and comment, like, and subscribe to that video. I'm going to run the comment picker here in just a second. That was some time ago. I hope that works. That's the link. Thanks, Boo. Appreciate you. I just went back and copied yours. I will give it exactly 1 minute from now. And I will choose that by making my set of coffee right quick. We're gonna run them just from comments today, y'all. Alright. Make my coffee and then we'll run it. I didn't mess up my foot too. My foot's hurting something wicked. Alright, plenty of time. 2 random picker. 8 plus 9. Silly math. 17. Get YouTube comments. Alright. Got a pretty good chance, y'all. We're looking at 1 in 7. 1 in 7 chance. So, let me do this real quick. Pull y'all over here so y'all can see the comment picker. We're gonna start. Good luck, y'all. Wait until we see the winner. That's fooled us many times before. No shot. Ernie! Ernest calling. Congratulations, Ernie. Remind me if you mentioned that you already had any of these from Little Cubone. Either way, congratulations, Ern. I appreciate you always being here, always being supportive. And we'll get this out to you. No, you've got stuff coming, so. Congratulations, Ernie. Chevy Girl 30. Hello, just subscribed to. Oh, well, hello. I appreciate that. Yeah, because he never wins. I appreciate that, Chevy Girl. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Appreciate you popping in. Appreciate the sub. We just hang out here. We go through some of the art of Pokemon. We slow down. We appreciate the artists. I appreciate all of you. And I appreciate you for believing in ghosts. No worries at all, Ernie. I hope the me saying your name super loud always helps. go. Got you, Ern. No worries at all. And I will say probably the cheapest shipping option is you right in my backyard. There you go, Ern. That's on the sleeve, not the card. Just letting you know. Keep him awake. Take his meds. Heard you say my name and woke me up. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. That's why I throw that. Ernie. I'm okay. Excellent. So are you into Pokemon, Chevy Girl? What's your favorite Pokemon? And let me go ahead and put these back. Who's that orange Pokemon? This one? This is Yveltal. Yveltal. If this is the orange you were referencing here, of course I could be mistaken. The one holding the cards. Oh, it's funny. I hardly ever see him anymore. That's Charmander. This is Charmander. Yeah. There you go. Excellent. I'm glad I could get that for you, Ernie. Yep, that's good old Charmander. Charmander. Japanese name, Hitokage. Translation, salamander, fire lizard. Into him and Charizard. I like fire Pokemons. Excellent. Excellent. One of my favorite Firemons is Houndoom. Particularly this card. It's probably my favorite artwork of the Scarlet and Violet era. This was done by Taiga Kosai. Upon hearing its eerie howls, other Pokemon get the shivers and head straight for their nests. Well, yeah, I probably would too. Can't believe I won it because I never win. Of course you don't, Ernie. No, I'm happy you won, fam. Firemons. Well, let's see what other Firemons we can find. Let's see. We got Magmar, Torchic, admittedly, I think those are the only Firemons I have in this stack right here, but we are going to keep going now. That's not the way. That's not the way. No. This is the way. Victories. Next destinies. Furious Fists. Appreciate your patience with me. These are literally coming out of my personal collection binders so I can share them on camera. So just take me 1 second and get them all back in. Well, favorite Firemon. So instead of everybody's favorite Pokemon, which I'm pretty sure I'm aware of, what's your favorite Firemon, y'all? Found the black and white promo in my cards today. The Gear, no way, no shot. That's great, Ernie. Because everybody's got a favorite Mon, but I kind of have a favorite Mon in every type. And so I'm confident that I have a favorite Firemon, favorite electric Pokemon. Of course, if I can get dual typing and get a ghost in there somewhere, even better. Like, a lot of people wouldn't peg it, but Jellicent he's a ghost, so that's one I like. What's the question? What's your favorite Firemon? I know that's going to be hard for you, Mr. Water, but do you have a favorite fire Pokemon? And have there ever been, let me think before I put my foot in my mouth, have there any been dual typing fire-water Pokemon? Flareon, of course. I should have pegged that. Flareon for Mr. Matt. Got mute for a few headphones. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. Flareon arts are amazing. You know, I will have to agree with you, Matt. I can't say that there's been a Flareon art that I've been like, ew, no. No Flareon. Yeah. Everything from, honestly, God, this is going to get me in so much trouble. But honestly, my least favorite artwork of Flareon is from Jungle. That's my least favorite artwork, is the original artwork. Just seeing all the Flareons from then, and that's only because his background is a rainbow pattern. There is nothing wrong with a rainbow pattern, except it has nothing to do with fire. You see where I'm going with this? My favorite card of all time is a Flareon card. Is it the Flareon with Jolteon and Vaporeon behind it to celebrate? Was that Generations? Black and White 74, just saw the numbers on my Magpie. Excellent. Black and White. Black Star 74. Okay. I think I have older Giratina promos, but yes, I thought so. That's definitely a chase. That's kind of like one of those cards on its own level. It's like a universal chase card of like, I can't tell of anybody that wouldn't want that card. I totally forgot the music wasn't on, y'all. I'm sorry. Picked up a card party. Only 120. Was it graded, Matt, or was that raw? Starting Meowsco Ratabinder, you did say that, Rafa. Maybe even blend of Gothitelle. The artwork on the black and white Gothitelle, like, blew my mind. I think that's an incredible card. Kind of brought the artwork to light. The symmetry in that card is amazing. Raw, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Does it look good? Would you ever grade it, Matt, or is that all binder love? We got Breloom, looking like the Flash punching the satellite. This is Hitoshi Ariga. Its short arms stretch when it throws punches. Its technique is equal to that of pro boxers. Okay, I wouldn't exactly label it a boxer, seeing it just sitting there. Might get another for, yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Send the better looking one. I love this card. This is Hitmontop fighting Electabuzz. And Electabuzz looking like, oh no, I'm outnumbered. When we all know that wouldn't happen. But this is by my favorite artist, hands down in the set, Kawayo. It fights while spinning like a top. Its centrifugal force boost. Centrifugal. That's not centrifugal. Yeah, centrifugal force boosts its destructive power by 10. It got in my mind because I was like, is that centrifugal or centrifugal? Got Hitmonchan by Match. The arm-twisting punches it throws pulverize even concrete. It rests after 3 minutes of fighting. Centrifugal. I appreciate that, Ernie. At the same time, I don't think it helps you spelling it out versus it spelling on the card, but I got it. I got it. Is it weird that I read it how it should be in your words, but I couldn't read it on here? You gotta give it up to these descriptions, man. Planeta, it is said that Golurk were ordered to protect people and Pokemon by the ancient people who made them. Okay, who are the ancient people? Let's theorize. Let's create a PokéGhost theory. What ancient people created Golurk to protect people and Pokemon? If it wasn't until after Arceus that they started to really domesticate Pokemon, how ancient can they be? Jump to a match and T, right? They're all in battle, like all of them. I will say I've been pwned by too many little girls on TCG Online. I just lost my confidence. Golett. I'm curious about these ancient people, though. The energy that burns inside it enables it to move, but no one has yet been able to identify this energy. Maybe because it's from the ancient people. Funny how they didn't mention the ancient people on Golett, just Golurk. Interesting. Sumiyoshi Kazuki. There's Gotharita. Just standing out in the open, in the mist. Suwama Chioki. Starlight is the source of their power. At night, they mark star positions by using psychic powers to float stones. So does that mean like you're walking down a trail, you see a bunch of floating stones, and they're supposed to outline the position of the stars? Is that about right? Garbage fire. Like sociopath. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. I know plenty of people who still play Pokemon Go. I hope you're doing well, Garbage Fire. It's good to see you, fam. Gothita. Pokemon and flowers. By Atsuka Nishida. I lose them too. Usually have Charizard decks or Goldango. Yep, exactly. Yeah. And I'm always like, nah, I got my Mewtwo deck. I'm good. And they're like, pow, 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 with all their cute Eevee mons. And I'm like, all right, I see. I'm just going to go eat a sandwich now. Atsuka Nishida, who was around from the very beginning, and though didn't have a credited card in base Fossil or Jungle, was primarily responsible for designing a lot of these Pokemon, like the original starters were all designed by Atsuka Nishida. They were all finalized by Ken Sugimori and illustrated by Michihiro Arita, but she was around since the beginning. How are we doing, Google? I am doing all right. I had a long story short, I threw my back a little bit today. Yavato. So I'm just trying to stay up, stay straight. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last, to be honest, y'all. But I didn't want that to be the precursor for me not streaming tonight, hanging out with all of you and gaining my smile, because truly I get to smile when I'm with y'all. I'll show you how heavy this thing was in a second. Shigenori Negishi, it carries a pendulum-like device there. Once was an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. Well, yeah, that was the original theory, right? It used to lure children away. And then we got the Juggling Drowsy. Sumiyoshi Kazuki. Puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating only bad dreams. So the thing I can't get over with this card is how creepy he looks. Do we need to send a reminder? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. No, that's a good reminder. I should do that right now, actually. At least so I can go for a little bit. I'll try and hit 2.5 hours today. I am a little bit passionate about streaming consistently, only because my hours are right there and I couldn't do it without every single one of you. I'm right under I'm right over 300 hours. I have 320 hours remaining for my 3,000 watch hour goal. And I couldn't do it with all of you, without all of you. Alright, I hear you. So let me go and do that, y'all. I appreciate you. We'll come back, we'll put these away, we'll look through Fusion Strike and try and find some more connecting artwork. And then we'll go from there. But I do super appreciate y'all being here. Let me grab my Rubik's Cube. And I will be right back, y'all. I appreciate you guys, Rafa. Ding bad habits from Matt. Appreciate you guys. I will be right back. At least it's nice outside. It's not too hot. What's happening here? Heavy pain pills, a few times surgery and injuries. I was like, yep, this could have been my life if I had access to more. Feel you. On my feet all day today. 47-year-old back was kicking. But, oh yeah. So, story today goes, I was sitting here, I was watching TV, and I heard a little knock, knock, knock on the door. And I got up, and it was this little 20-year-old girl, and she's like, I just got a hutch. Can you help me move it? And I was like, alright. And I was angry, and I shouldn't have been. But I was like, yeah, let me get my back brace, and because I just knew I could potentially hurt myself. So we went down there, and this thing was built from the dwarves of Midgard. Like, the thing was a beast of a shelving unit. I was like, can we take the drawers out? Can we push the doors in? Can we take it apart? So we tried all that, but essentially it was just like, nah, let's just push it and move it. And I ended up throwing my back out pretty good doing all that at the last second, so. Oh, that's the story of morality right there, garbage. That is the human condition. Putting these away first. "24/7, yeah." And I probably should have stayed right there. Guess I left some room for crumbs. There we go. I'll put these away real quick. Horizontal, I learned why my dad always had a healthy stock of Bengay in the medicine cabinet. Yep, ain't nothing better than that, honestly. Take icy hot all day. I had a comfortable recliner, Ernie, over the many, many years of gaming and, you know, sitting and binging. I've pretty much worn it down to nothing, but we're talking almost 10 years now. So, note to self, chair, a new chair is definitely on the wings. Topical dressing. Alright, let's see, how many cards were left? Any of note? All of them are great. Every single one of them. But we're gonna look through Fusion Strike real quick. I want to try and find some connecting artworks I think are around, and if we do find them, I'm gonna be very embarrassed that I missed it. Evolving Brilliant Fusion. A few days ago, Ding's boss made carry huge boars, lumberjack style. My bash. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. I really hope that everything goes well for you, man, and it gets better. I've definitely been in that realm of messing things up because somebody asked me to do something. Yeah, and that's a good thing to kind of go through as well, Ernie. Although, I just hope it's comfortable, man. And that's all I hope for. Certainly a beacon of light in our community, and we love you. Alright, so what we're looking for is Mudkip and Palisand. I have a suspicion that these are connecting artworks, and instead of looking by myself, I figured I would look with all of you. Yukamori. Or sleep here, yeah. Sleep is probably the best possible thing for anything that ails you. Hooah! Makuhita. There's nothing like comfortable chair. Yep, amazing investment, I agree. The Caterpies. Panseer, Shelmet. Does it have that on here too? Yeah, it has a strange sociologically that responds to electricity when together with Carablast, Shelmet evolves for some reason. I don't know how I've never noticed the connection between those two Pokemon before, but... Gusfleur. Vulpix, shout out Caradox Rift. Ooh, what's that? As each tail grows, its fur becomes more lustrous. When held, it feels slightly warm, yeah. 9 tails. Yay, Vulpix. It's my bed and my play chair. And it's good that it can act as both. Oh, oh, oh. Swampert. Do I not have a Mudkip from Fusion? Maybe that's why I've never noticed it before. Wish Nate was here. Nate, are you here? Onyx. Can't believe that I don't have a Mudkip. Let's see. That's alright, Garbage. We do try to keep it as family friendly as possible. I don't really mind it because I know people are people. Plus it is pretty late, so I don't think there's any kids hanging around. But nope, totally understand, man. And trust me when I say that pain is something that, you know, it can hit everybody a little bit differently, but understand we're always here for you, man. No matter what you need, if you need it and we got it, you got it. But no, we're always here for you, even if it's just a distraction. Oh, excuse me, distraction from everything. Warning. Hello there. Thanks, Kara. It wasn't really on my mind. I wasn't too concerned about it. Because, if anything, a lot of that just comes from reading that comments out loud. And a lot of times, if I don't read them, people don't hear it. So, I don't really care. You're going to be you. And I appreciate you being you, because everybody, there's only one you, and you're really good at it. Man, I tell myself that every single year, Ernie. Anytime somebody asks me, what do you want for your birthday? Or what would you like for Christmas? My answer is, new lungs would be great. Figures. There's the Sandygast. I said Palisand so much, and I did not mean that. Sandygast. I really wish the Sandygast could see the Mudkip in the background. That would link them together pretty good. Nope. Nope. These are in a special little baggie because my son, when he was very young, gave me this tin, so I've always kept these cards and only these cards in this tin. But I also came across something else that we don't go through a whole lot. Tab, chair, desk, couch, you bring the people together, absolutely. Wherever particular people congregate, PokéGhost Town. I can't take that. That's actually the slogan from Pall Mall from back in the day. But ooh, maybe not a new set of lungs, Ernie, but maybe like scrubbing bubbles, like those little scrubbing suds. If I could like have an inhaler of those and they'd go in and clean my lungs, I'd be okay with that too. Emphasis. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Ernie. That's a rough road to deal with. What? How did that happen? Oh, in my back. Okay, I'm gonna go down, y'all. If I don't come back, it's been fun. Have a great night. Bionic lungs. We can make them better, faster, stronger. That would be cool. Of course, I do understand that if you are going to partake in life's cruelties like drinking or smoking, cigarettes or other, then there has to be some kind of way to accept that, some consequence of such. So at the same time, I don't feel like, well, I've smoked all my life, I can just buy bionic lungs. It just seems like a cop-out for me personally, but at the same time, giving people a choice is always what I'm down for, so. Yeah, that's a good question, Garbage Fire. I feel like there should be. How can I win in this channel? Just wondering. That's a good question. So, typically, I'm not your typical like giveaway stream. Normally it's just kind of something that happens spur of the moment, or if I am opening something, but normally before I pack up all the mail. Uh-oh. Hang on. Am I back? Can you all hear me? Like, oh, lost an eye. Let me buy a new one. Exactly. I'd buy new lungs. I know every yearly. Yep, that's a good question. That is a good statement. Let me see if all my giveaway stuffs are still set up, y'all. Alright. Okay, we can do that. And exclamation point ghost in the chat will get you a ticket box, which we've definitely got a little beefed up thanks to Antalgic. And just giveaways out of the kindness of Kevin. People who send things in just say, yep, yeah, that is true. That is true. Normally we just like to sit, talk about theories, appreciate some of the artwork, but giveaways are something that I do enjoy doing. I love to help people's collections grow. But yeah, it's not really a constant thing, so it's just never really know when it can happen. But I certainly do appreciate everybody being here. And I certainly do know, is that Uta? That's Anasaka. Names ever, Overquill. Man, my phone keeps jumping and lagging. Am I lagging? It's not you, Lori. It's not you. Have a good night, Kat. Hey, you as well. Sorry, everything just lagged. Nice sketch for the stream to say, hey, let me have a good... Yeah, you as well, Garbage Fire. I appreciate you coming in, fam, and I hope you have a good night. Also, just, it has been... Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, let me know when I'm back. A few seconds. Sweet. There you go, got into the giveaway. And my coffee's done being warm. Back, excellent. Let me know if that helped. I switched it off my Wi-Fi. I think it was going through some stuff right quick, so. And we are just at the end too, so no worries at all. Alright, let's look at some of this art. Wow, I never realized that this fox was holding grapes. At all. Sorry, y'all. I guess my phone was lagging a little bit more than the stream, and I just got a bunch of notifications, so... Drills a little, right? So, I think this is a really funny card, suddenly, because the story of Aesop's fairy tale was the fox trying to reach the grapes, and not being able to reach it, coming down and realizing that they're probably sour anyway, and wouldn't like them anyway, so it's funny to see Thievul with grapes. All good still. Sweet! He stole the grapes! He stole them! Is that Moonveal? Right? I feel like a lot of Pokemon tried to live up to that name of Moon something. This beautiful Stantler. To 0. Wow, that's a description. Its strangely shaped antlers have the power to bewitch those who see them. Medicine made by grinding up the black orbs from fallen antlers is an effective treatment for insomnia. What a unique description. And so much to unpack, because I know that deer shed their antlers every year. They just shake them off. So I guess these black orbs come off with them, and if you grind them up into a medicine, it can help cure insomnia. Is Stantler on my list? No. Stantler, you just made the list. That's great. I'm going to start work on my Mewtwo short as well, coming up this week. Hisuian Lilligant, not my favorite, not my favorite. That new awesome got through the full art promo, the moon in the back, sure does. It sure does. All good still. Chevy Girl saying hi to Lori. Whoop. Yo. This is beautiful. What is he doing, though? Narumi Soto said to lure away young children and carry them off to the afterlife. My God. Some whisper that Driftbloom are formed of reincarnated human souls. But these rumors are not yet confirmed. It just says it stayed up steals children and takes them to the afterlife. Moon Fatal. Hey, if we say it enough, it'll stick. It'll stick. Alright, y'all. Let me look at this right quick. Not 6 minutes. We'll give it another 4 minutes. There's only 2 people in there. It's going to be Lori versus Rafa. Where is everybody? Exclamation point Ghost. I saw more people get in than that. Why are there only 2 tickets? What's going on here? Yeah, there's not really a way to refresh it, so to speak. It just always updates as people get in. Saw Gooch get in the giveaway on stream. Oh, let's see if I can do that. It's only showing 2 people in there. I did too. I got a ticket too. Okay, I saw you get in there, Chevy. I'll give it a second here. I hope when I switch things around it didn't hurt anything and everybody is actually in there. Got a ticket. Brian Tran got a ticket to the art gallery. It just says it right there, and yet nothing is happening. Alright, y'all. For sake of everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this. Not pick anything. Cancel. Raffle's been canceled, but it's still going on my side, guys. So now I'm freaking out. At least it's good to know that it wasn't anybody's anything. It was literally this. I'm trying to redo it, Ernie, but it's still showing me the old one is active, so it might just take a second. That happens from time to time. I guess I could try and relaunch Streamlabs, but I fear that it would end the stream. Sussy Streamlabs Saturdays, right? Something's going on. It's alright, y'all. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Let me see if I can do this. Probably not, because it doesn't recognize that there's one going. It's not letting me do anything. Alright, well, we'll just give it another second, y'all. Sorry about that. I was trying to do something fun. And I don't know what this one is down here. I mean, I got another one set, but the timer on it's only for a minute, so I don't know what that would do. Carry care of a bear. Alright, that's odd. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Okay. I don't think that did anything. Wow, that actually did do something. Alright. Try again. Exclamation point ghost. I'm gonna watch the entries come in as you guys go in. But exclamation point ghost for me. Hey, let me restart it. Thank you, Rafa. I see Rafa, I see Ernie. Okay, there we go. I see Ernie, I see Lori, I see my camera moving. Ghost. There we go. Alright, 4 entries. Chevy, I see you in there. Appreciate you. Alright, it seems to be working now, y'all. I apologize. Get in there. We'll leave this open for just another minute so that everybody can get on in. I don't want to rush anybody. And I just wanted to make sure that it was fair. But to be fair, if I had tried to pick winners from the other two, it wouldn't let me do that either, so. You did win the comment picker. And even more amazing. Awesome. So while y'all are getting in there, I see 6 of you in there now. I see Matt Gooch, I see Kara. Awesome. And what we'll do is we're just going to do it old-fashioned. We'll pull a hit out of the hit box, which was recently amped up by the one and only Antalgic. Sent through a bunch of EXs, and I'm pretty sure it was almost every EX from Destined Rivals, as well as some art cards too. Ghost, Ryan Tran got in there, excellent. So we do have everything in here. We've got full art cards in here, full art trainers. We have vintage cards like Neo. We also have shadowless cards like Ponyta, as well as modern EX cards, mid-modern EX cards, everything right in here, ace specs. So we will put that there. Y'all will give me a number, 1 to 50, if you win. And then you will get the card that is there. Excellent. I love that. I appreciate you, Lori. Alright, let's go here. And of course it better let me close it and everything. That would be helpful. Alright, I see 7 people in here. 12 people watching. Everybody in who wants to be in. Okay. Appreciate your all's patience. Y'all are the real ones. We're gonna close. And we're gonna pick. You're in and Gucci. Yep, everybody's in. I made sure of it. I'm just going to give it a second while it catches up. And we're going to pick. Well, well, well. Matt's become a favorite of my Streamlabs over here. No worries, Matt. What number would you like, sir? 1 through 50. And I appreciate you always being here as well. Seems like you're always the first one in, last one out. And I appreciate that, Matt, truly. 15, you got it. We're going to go right from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right there, it is definitely a new card. Okay, it's a new card to the hitbox. An old card for sure. Gooch, congratulations. You pulled the secret mission Lieutenant Surge with Raichu and his little binoculars from Neo Destiny. This is from Gym Heroes, actually. Sorry. I just realized. That is from Gym Heroes. Congratulations, Matt. Yep, Gym Heroes. Okay, cool. Yep, that's one I've only seen a couple of times, so that's a really unique card. Do that. I need to do this or it'll never work. There we go. Got you, Matt. Secret mission, Lieutenant Surge. Look at your opponent's hand, then you may discard as many other cards as you want from your hand and draw that many cards. Seems like that's a lot of stipulations for a trainer. But I got you, Mr. Gooch. Today was the first time I went to stock stream in months. Can't believe Taylor said hi. Excellent. You mean Pokestocked? Thank you, Matt. Super appreciate you all. And I will ask if any of my mods can just take a quick gander and see if there's anybody streaming right now. I would appreciate that. And then tomorrow, y'all just gave me something to do all day, which is get all that mail packed up. So, Pokestocked, excellent. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody else coming in. Chevy Girl, it was great to see you. I hope to see you again in our following streams. Oh yeah, that's right. Radio. We could always do radio. I feel like I've rated UPV multiple times today already. But we could always do that too. But radio, I think would be an okay choice. How many does each have, I guess? Does radio have that many viewers on right now? I'll go get radio. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to all my mods. Let's see, radio, yeah. Radio 6, excellent, thank you. Kara coming in with the link, Radio 6. Alright, let's go bless Radio Hobbies with some PokéGhost Town love. There's the link right there, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up. I was going to go a little bit longer, but I know it's probably not a bad idea, and you guys would give me a whole bunch of guff for it, so I appreciate y'all being here. Remember to always go out and get everything that you choose, everything that you set out to get. Only benefit from looking at my opponent's hand at the beginning of the game, but on base Pokemon play, give me. Say, yep, exactly, Rafa, you got it right on the head. Which is why I always choose to go second, because I like to see what they're gonna do first. But yeah, don't let anything stop you, y'all. But it takes $0 to be a good person. So remember to always do it through peace, love, and Pokemon. And thank you all for believing in ghosts. Absolutely, it was nice meeting you as well. And we will see you next time, promise. Much love, Ernie. I super appreciate y'all. Let's go some love to Radio Hobbies, PokéGhost Raid. And I will see you guys most likely tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a late night gaming stream. We'll see. But I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, have a beautiful rest of your night, y'all. I'll see you around.